That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to be just doing for the random Saturday video something that I've been thinking about for the last 2 weeks. Really just kind of been on my mind, and I've been trying to figure out what my top 10 songs would be. So I kind of wrote them down and everything. We'll eventually extend this to top 10 favorite bands, top 10 favorite albums, stuff like that. This is my top 10 favorite songs of all time. I will tell you that it is a little biased to a particular album by a particular band, which I find kind of funny, but literally this album, in my opinion, is the greatest album ever made of all time. Now, for some of the people watching that watch for my toy videos, a lot of these songs you probably never heard of. Actually, most people, these songs you probably never heard of, but I do really suggest you check them out, especially the top 5, or at least check a song out by each band on here. But yeah, I'll give stories on why these are my top 10 favorites. We're going to go down from 10 to 1, and just kind of discuss why I chose that song and stuff like that. So number 10 is Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. So I'm a big Supernatural fan. I'm currently introducing Angie into Supernatural and everything. She's trying to get me into Charmed. But to me, it feels the same way. But this song extends more than that. Now, Supernatural did make me like the song. I probably heard it before then and everything. But my dad, who introduced me to most of the older music, actually most of the music on this list, who's introduced me to that, he was not a fan of Kansas. However, I do have a weird occurrence, and this is why this is on this list. So, anytime I'm out or playing the radio or anything, and this song comes on, usually, which, again, very ironic because of Supernatural, usually a big life-changing event is about to happen. So, for example, I recently, about 4 months ago, got promoted at my job that I'm currently working. And the day before I was told, which was most likely because I had the day off, the day that my boss was told about me getting the promotion, I was in a Firehouse Subs and this song came on. I just instantly thought to myself, he just got the email. And like stuff like that. But like stuff like that, and then like me switching colleges on the way to my new college when I was in college. The song came on the radio, and just like big stuff like that. So that's why it's on my top 10 list, just because it's insane that it always happens. Now, number 9, this is not going to be the last time we hear from this album, but is Rock and Roll Band by Boston. Basically, I'll kind of say it now so that way I don't have to keep repeating it, or forget about it by the time we get to the last song on this album. This album is the first album I ever remember listening to, and all 8 songs are amazing, but the first 5 songs are basically the biggest songs that basically I remember as a kid. And Rock Roll Band is just a great song, basically explaining who the band are themselves, and it's just honestly one iconic song of the 70s, one iconic song of the band, and it's just a great album altogether, or a great song altogether, and just very powerful guitars and everything, which basically I will say that for every single song on this, which then brings to number 8, which is also from the same band on the same album, which is Peace of Mind by Boston. Again, great song, great lyrics, just great everything. Didn't make it higher on this list because a few other songs that are on this list are more iconic to me, but this is just another straight up banger. And number 7, finally we're jumping away from Boston for a second, and I just realized something looking at this list. 8 of the 10 songs on their list are started with a band that starts with the letter B. Actually, I'm sorry, 7 of the 10, but are written by bands that start with the letter B. So obviously, listen to bands with B's. This one is Kingslayer by Bring Me the Horizon, the newest on the list. And just, I love this song. It feels like an anime OP, and it whole way through, it's kick-ass. It's heavy. It's got gutturals, which I love. It's got parts in a different language. It's got with Japanese, but it feels like an anime OP, and it just, every time I listen to it, it takes me on a ride. Every time you listen to it, it takes you on a ride. It's just a great song. And if I were to recommend any song on this list, I would recommend Kingslayer. I actually listen to this song whenever I'm doing a legendary battle in Pokemon, just to like get me pumped up and prepared. So number 6 for me is a new song, the newest that I've listened to on this list. But this song's won my heart, and it is "Man of the Year" by Dance Gavin Dance. And actually, particularly the Tree City Sessions version. Just the whole story process, every instrument, both the cleans and the screams of this song are just so breathtaking, and just, again, like I said with Kingslayer, it takes you on this ride. The story, you kind of feel for the main character or the narrator of the story. It's about cheating. There's debate on whether it's about being cheated on or cheating on somebody, but like, you just feel for the character, whether it's on either side. And it has the intro being slow, closer to the end being slow, everything else being heavy, and then like it picks up. My favorite part is when Tillian goes to like a little bit faster of I don't want to say rap, but almost a rap. And it's really, really cool to, it goes into this, like, I'm really sad that this happened, and blah, 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 and then, but I don't want you sympathizing for me. It, like, picks up there, and then it ends in almost like a fade, but it doesn't fade. And, like, just this version over the original, you get to, every instrument just sounds phenomenal in it. And Dance Gavin Dance is a band that I recently got into, and actually it was a band I used to hate, and now I really got into it, and this song just, I love showing it to people because, like, they get a reaction. They always give, like, this insane and good reaction. I've introduced my friend recently who hates screaming to this song, and she admitted, she goes, I didn't mind it. It was actually really, really good. But yeah, so number 5, we're back at it again with Boston's Smokin'. This song, drums and everything, the drums win me over. I used to play drums and everything. This song, with how the quick changes and everything like that, just amazing, and I love it. Like, it's got such insane different drum beats. If you love drums, or if you love rhythm, check out this song, because it's very, very cool. Very hard to play, but very cool. Which, number 4 is the opening track off of Boston's album, which is More Than a Feeling. More Than a Feeling, the first verse always wins me over, and it makes me smile. Because the first verse relates to me so much. And it's just, the whole song, like, always brings a smile to my face. So number 3 is The Lines by Beartooth, talking about another amazing opening song off of the album Disgusting. But The Lines is just, I have a story for why I like this one. The next 3 songs, I have a particular story on why I love these songs. And this one is actually, The Lines was 100% my introduction to Beartooth. So, Beartooth is my favorite band of all time. Sometimes you'll see me wearing Beartooth shirts and stuff like that on these videos. This is actually, just so you know, this shirt says Straight Outta Quarantine, not Straight Outta Compton. I haven't listened to that, but basically, the lines by Beartooth. So, Beartooth, to me, how I was introduced to them was I had a friend who was very, very, very into heavy deathcore, hardcore music, and One Direction for some reason. But basically, he told me to start listening to Beartooth when I was getting into hardcore music. And I was like, well, what's Beartooth like? And he's like, oh, it's one of the guys from Attack Attack, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want to listen to another Attack Attack band. I already listened to Mice and Men and stuff like that. And he goes, no, check it out. So I kind of like gave him the whatever. And I was like, I'll probably never check it out. So me and my uncle's ex-girlfriend's daughter ended up going to Best Buy because she needed something. And I was looking at the CDs and everything. And I go, oh, that Beartooth band has an album here for like $5. I might as well go and get it. And it was disgusting. So I went and I put it in the car. And the line started playing, and that song right there just made me realize, okay, these guys are my favorite band, and it's never been the same ever since. I have so many cool Beartooth stories. I've seen them live about 4 times, and just like, if anybody ever like asked me to send them something that represents me musically, it is always Beartooth. I do gauge the person on it because I don't want to set, like my friend that I was talking about with Man of the Year, I wasn't going to send her the lines because they're very heavy and everything, but I sent her Skin by Beartooth, which is another great song. But the lines by far is my all-time favorite Beartooth song just because of the introduction. Which now leads us to number 2, which is the last Boston song on this list. And it's foreplay/long time. And this song, when I think back to my childhood, this is one of the first songs I ever remember hearing. And this song just always, every time I hear it, takes me on a ride. The chorus guitar riff is one of my favorite guitar riffs of all time. And just all together, this song, the intro with the foreplay part, the intro on that is one of the coolest intros ever. It's just phenomenal. I've been showing my friends recently and being like, this is the first song I ever remember listening to. And they're like, oh my god, this is so cool and everything like that. And what's really funny is I actually forgot about this song for about, I want to say, 15 years. And what actually brought me back into it was Supernatural, because their penultimate season 2 episode had Long Time as the intro to it. And just that made me like, oh my god, I remember this song, and like getting all freaked out over it and all excited and everything, and then re-loving it and relearning to love it and relearning to love this album was just phenomenal. And then next, which is number 1, my favorite song of all time, Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. I have like 4 versions of this song. I own 4 versions of this song. The Bioshock Infinite version, the Lord version, the Ninja Sex Party version, and the Tears for Fears version. The Tears for Fears version is my favorite. It's phenomenal. And it just brings me back to 2014, where everybody was using some version of that song. And just, I love it. It's a staple of the 80s. And then I fell in love with this song in Bumblebee. But I just recently, too, I've re-fallen in love with it. And every time I hear it, I just re-fall in love with it. It's a great song. So that's basically what I kind of put together for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment if you knew any of these songs, or if you have a favorite that you want me to listen to. or to take my hot take on it, make sure you guys leave a like and comment that. Make sure you subscribe too for more content. And make sure you ring that bell so you can actually get notified about that content. And also, down below in my description, if you want to do me a favor, follow my social media. I'm actually trying to hit 100 followers on TikTok. I'm 24 short. I'm also trying to hit like 100 subscribers on here before the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. But yeah, make sure you guys just do that, and make sure you guys have a great day, whatever you're doing and everything like that. It's that Nerd Ryan telling you, have a great day.